I'm next.
And now for Jim.
I'm going to grab this kazoo. One thing we're not going to have to do is hear me singing today, but I want to thank, to start off, Sean McLaughlin and the rest of Sean, here for always doing my singing for us. And Sophie Strand, Michael Levine, and Tyler, all four of you did a wonderful job. Let me set up here. Now, for a few things for people to know. First of all, it was 1 year, almost to the date, that we were here to kick off this campaign. I want to have you all give yourselves a round of applause for making sure we were at a successful campaign. Just to start, I want to thank the committee who put this event all together. Andy Wenning, Andy and Terry here at the beginning helped to put things together, along with Ginny Kelty from Scituate. For the food today on short notice, Jack and Peg Cantwell came back from Florida to help, along with Kevin Cantwell and with Maureen Meach. I want to have a big round of applause for all of them. Certainly for my family, for Jennifer and Christopher, for putting up with all these different demands that we have in office. And Chris, by the way, it was important for him not only to do the Pledge of Allegiance, but he didn't get to show off that he was in the Pinewood Derby yesterday. And his little car, he came in second place with the Pinewood Derby. A few other folks I want to mention, by the way. Josh Cutler is the newest elected member of the Duxbury Planning Board. Topped the ticket out here, and it looks like a lobster. Josh, where are you? From all the here he goes. He's hiding back here on the side. Here are a few things I want to talk to each and every one of us about. 1 year ago today, we came together and knew that we had very large shoes to fill in a wonderful tradition of service of Frank Hines here. And Frank, who was being very shy today, decided he wasn't going to speak, but Frank wanted to do a tribute to the great service that you've had and the great tradition that I'm trying to follow. And Frank, thank you for your service. But this wasn't just about winning a campaign. The whole purpose of running, and what each and every one of you instilled in me, is the importance of doing things every day to try to help us make a difference in our lives. And Trish, I'm glad that on your paper there, Trish had summarized a number of the things where she and I and the Board of Selectmen have worked to get together on matters like the 40B, making sure we have the moratorium. And indeed, as you mentioned, Trish, we just had a new 40B proposal that came forward. Now, 40B overall, this is just a temporary solution that gives us a 2-year respite. The most important thing is to make sure that we have real, long-term, meaningful reform, and that's something that we have filed. I've followed with the good work that Frank has done, found a number of pieces of legislation, and working with DHCD to make sure we have long-term reform in the area of 40B. But I want to thank you, Trish, and Katie O'Donnell, and Michael Moresco for the hard work on behalf of the Board of Selectmen. We appreciate your hard work in this area of affordable housing. Thank you. What I want to share with you, though, is a bunch of things of how excited I am in doing this job, because the first sensation of being there is just how lucky I am with all of your great work and all of your help to give me the honor to serve each and every day at the State House. Where I sit, I can look straight ahead, and the Tremontis came up to visit. We were pointing out where there's a plaque where John F. Kennedy gave a speech before becoming president. And I look up above me, and there's a mural of James Otis arguing for the Bill of Rights. And you look throughout the whole chamber, and you know that you're there to do great things, to try to fill the kind of tradition of a Frank Hines and others to try to do great things on our behalf. That's the greatest honor and the sensation. The other reality right now, however, is a very sobering one. It's where probably every third day, and Michael Versekis, who's my aide here with Jennifer, Mike and I, about every third day, we can get a call from someone who needs help with unemployment assistance. Or a party who could call, where we've learned, just in January alone, we had 52 homes here in Marshfield where people were having one level of a foreclosure or another, where people need help there. This is indeed a very difficult financial time, as we all know, and that makes my job even much more challenging professionally. And I want to tell you that, just to reinforce a few of the things we've done to make sure people know that we're out there every day, not only just being accessible, but having great deeds. On the sheet that you all have, you'll see just about office hours, and any time if an issue comes up and you want to talk to me or to Michael, you'll see places to meet with me personally or where to call. Because of these great economic challenges, we at the state level have been making some very difficult decisions. And let me tell you, I have a freshman rep here with me, Michael Brady. Mike, want to say hello? Michael Brady and I, another freshman. One of the honor about being there in challenging times is we can do some real reform, and it's an honor. Michael, because of Michael's leadership, I was elected to be the president of our class, Michael, and I appreciate, he was my campaign manager for my campaign. I appreciate your help, Mike. And what Michael and I have seen, that even though we have a tremendous fiscal crisis that we're trying to tackle right now with an estimate of about $4.5 billion deficit for this upcoming fiscal year. At the same time, we have a tremendous opportunity to make a real difference. And here are ways that Michael, myself, and other freshmen have been doing so.